Hello and welcome to Camping Outdoors here with Rob. Wanted to show a knife here. This is the OZARK Trail knife. This is 7 inches, full tang blade. It comes with a sheath. You got multiple areas that you can go to tie another lanyard onto, however you want to do it. The knife itself has its own little saw here on the bottom. Has a place for your thumb to be able to sit at. It's pretty decent in the hand. I had this knife for probably about a week and a half. I saw it for only $5, so I couldn't really go wrong here with this knife. It's about 1/8 up on top. This knife is meant for more, you can cut. You got about 1.5 inches of blade, actual blade here that you can cut with, and then of course you got the saw, but you can do shavings with that, and you can go to cut whatever you need to cut, and the like the sheath that it comes with, you can actually, this spins all the way around, but you can take that off if you don't want to use that piece anymore. You can put your knife in here and you can tie it around your neck and let it dangle. Now this one won't come out no matter how hard. I mean, you really have to fling it super hard, but that would be great if it's here, but it's popped out on this side though more, because if you had the clip, if it was more in like this on this side, it would be perfect for if you got it here. But I mean, if you don't want the clip and you just want it here, you could wear it like that too, so when you need it. And the cool thing is, this little lever part right here, it's not actually a lever, but it's a thumb brace, so I can pop that off and I'm ready to go. So if you need it, if you got it on the side of your belt hooked up, and say if you got this on the side of your belt and you wanted to push it, you could push it right out and it'll come out for you, instead of you grabbing the case and everything and then trying to do it that way. Is that when you push against both, you're pulling and you're pushing. So this is a great little knife. This one, if I do try to use the fire starter off of the Swiss Tech here, the ferro rod, I mean, where like the thumb is that it is a throwing sparks, so it will throw sparks out there at you. So if you can see that on the paper, and I'm just using any of those, but it's doing its job there too. So that's a good little knife. I didn't really even think about using a ferro rod there with this one. So you can use this one, and this would be a good little camping knife, bushcraft knife, especially $5. You can't go wrong. And let me put this one back in. I'm going to do 3 knives, but there'll be 3 separate videos, so I might pull something from one knife to test it out. As we go here for the cutting part of it, this one is pretty sharp. I mean, if I pull up the hair on my arm, you can see it cutting the hair. I mean, it's right there. I mean, you can see the bald spot like already. I mean, this thing's sharp out of the box, and this thing's doing it. So for $5, this is a win. And then, yeah, like that's the, I know that's a little gross, but just to show you what $5 does for a knife. And it looked like it was getting some of my skin in there too. So we'll set that to the side, and I'll wipe that up later on here with the knife test. But yeah, it got me a real good little spot right in here where it's thinned out. So I mean, I could still thin that out, and it's shaving it right down to the skin. So that's a really sharp knife for $5. It was actually $4.95, and this knife is also at Walmart. It's just the it just says OZARK Trail Outdoor Equipment, but it has a lanyard hole here if you need a lanyard hole here, and it has the teeth, the saw part. I tried to use a saw, but it didn't really work too well. I mean, it's kind of hard, but since the blade is that sharp, I don't know what type of steel this is, but it's sharper out of the box than it is the Swiss Tick Stallone knife for $40. But that's what the difference is some knives are going to be better than other knives. Even at a lower price, you can get a better knife. But for everything that the Swiss Tech knife shows, is that this one is right up there with it, but the other one has a longer blade. So, you know, you would want to have both of these there with you. And then I think that you know, you can't have too many knives out there with you. So if we cut this, yeah, I know this is going to cut real good, because I mean, it just, you know, I mean, it ain't drop dead sharp, but it's sharp enough to cut the hair off your arm. So you got to watch it, you know. Maybe it's just a piece of paper that I got. Also, I mean, it's wanting to get in there, but it's not like the cardboard piece of paper. I don't have a cardboard piece of paper. But I think this is way sharper than anything else for $5. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. It comes with its own little sheath and all that, and it's good to go right there. And then once again, you can pop that off, or you can put it on. You can carry it either way. You can carry it behind you. You can pop this off again, like I said, and you can carry it like that. You know, like, there's a lot of ways to carry this knife, and it's only 7 inches fixed. So it's a fixed blade, and it's not a folding blade. If it was a folding blade, of course, it would come all the way back. So that means the handle would have to be a little bit longer. But as a fixed blade knife, you also have to put the knife back in the same direction as the case is allowing it to go into once it snaps in. And just remember that when you want to release it, you can pop that off and bring it back out. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it out here. The Stallone knife from Swiss Tech doesn't have that, but it does have a feature here though that I saw, but it's underneath, it's not on top. But maybe the same thing, you could probably just push against the ferro rod and it'll come out. So I'm like, once again, I'm going to be bringing some knives back and forth, showing this and that. But all of these knives will be in 3 different videos. So I thank you again for watching, and see you again, and more things to come. Please like, subscribe, and share, and comment if you got this knife already. I want to hear about it. Same thing with any of the other knives that I go to show. Alrighty, thanks a lot.